After Emperor Michael Roele's death, the world remembered him as the last symbol of unity. But that dream began centuries earlier, when scattered Andu bloodlines rallied to a single creed: order through faith and strength. Guided by Haelyn's law and the legacy of Anuire, the noble houses forged alliances of oath and marriage, until one lineage rose above all: House Roele. Under Haelyn's sunburst, the Roelers offered peace to sworn allies and judgment to defiance. Anuire grew from this covenant: roads binding provinces, courts beside temples, and a throne wrought from subdued war. The Iron Throne, seat of mortal stewardship for 1,000 years. It was the beginning of the Age of Empire, and the seedbed of its shadow. The first Emperor Roele, the founder, unified the Andu through diplomacy crowned by decisive war. He set an imperial code that placed stewardship above privilege, then knit the realm with roads, garrisons, and temples sworn to Haelyn. From Anuire, his heirs extended a lawful peace. Provinces were entrusted to blooded nobles sworn to the Iron Throne, their right to govern sanctified by lineage and oath. The Anuirean legions, crimson and gold, broke raiders, pacified wild marches, and raised temples of thanks where standards fell. The Iron Throne, forged from conquered blades, became crown and covenant. Emperors swore to protect the weak and uphold justice as Haelyn's stewards. Schools, courts, and priestly orders spread that ideal until Laura's mercy defined the realm. Centuries of stability followed. The empire's name carried weight from Rurik fjords to Kanazi coasts, yet growth brought temptation. Nobles angled for influence, temples drifted toward politics, and guilds learned to weigh loyalty in coin. Pride, the empire's quiet enemy, found a voice. For nearly a millennium, the Anuirean Empire held the world's center. The imperial city of Anuire flowered with archives, academies, and great basilicas to Haelyn and his divine kin. Trade from Brektur, Rurik, and Kinasi filled its markets. Imperial roads kept law faster than rumor. The Rules ruled with confidence born of divine ancestry. Decrees carried moral force, justice moved swiftly, and provinces prospered under a common tongue and code. Allies thrived under imperial protection, and even the Sidhelion judged the empire's discipline with wary respect. But success dulled the blade. Ritual replaced fervor. Some temples prized faction over faith. Great houses fortified private claims, cloaking ambition in appeals to Haelyn's will. The Iron Throne still shone, yet hairline cracks widened beneath the marble, complacency within, and an old hatred kindling in the east. Rysene, eldest half-brother to Haelyn and Roele, bore Anuire's strength without his brother's compassion. Denied the Andu crown, he turned grievance into purpose and listened for the whisper of Azrai. The shadow answered. In the Stone-Crown Mountains, Rysene gathered dispossessed men and dark tribes, Orogs, goblins, and scions marked by taint. When he cast off his last vestiges of mercy, flesh gave way to stone and iron. The Gorgon rose, greatest of the Ornsheglion. Generations of war followed. Imperial legions bled for the eastern marches. Provinces burned and were rebuilt. Scions fell and their dying sparks fed the land's mebile. The Gorgon yielded ground, never defeat, retreating to the Gorgon's crown to brood and bide. The struggle outlived emperors. Haelyn's order against Azrai's echo, waged now by heirs instead of gods. The empire endured, but vigilance hardened into fatigue. Victories saved borders, they also cost vision. Peace without triumph left the empire weary. Administration thickened, devotion thinned. Provinces grew self-reliant and jealous of prerogative. Great houses, Avenil, Boeruin, Talinier, and more, groomed private armies and public piety in equal measure. The old balance of temple, guild, and crown faltered. Some priests bent doctrine to faction. Guildmasters purchased what service once earned. Regents drained their land's regency to feed private designs. The covenant between ruler and realm, once sacred, frayed quietly. Beyond Anuire, neighbors matured on their own terms. Brecht merchants mastered seas. Riuric Jarls looked to Eric's druids. Kinazi courts pursued Avani's enlightenment, and the Voss hardened under Belenik and Krisha. The world no longer revolved around imperial law. The Roles still sat the Iron Throne, but the blood ran thinner and the throne's bond to the land weakened. Pride, not rebellion, proved the subtler conqueror.
In the Empire's dusk, Michael Roele embodied what memory claimed the Roles had always been: disciplined, devout, unyielding. As intrigues multiplied, the East stirred, the Gorgon moved. Refusing to preside over slow decay, Michael marched beneath the sunburst to end the ancient enemy. Veterans, priests, and dwindling scions answered him. The campaign became crusade. Legends say Emperor and monster met in the mountains. None saw the end. Michael Roele did not return. The Gorgon did not fall. The Iron Throne stood empty. Without a Roele heir, no bloodline could claim uncontested right. Dukes and princes invoked Haelyn to bless their banners. Wars of succession answered. The imperial city of Anuire dimmed to echo and marble. The throne remained, untouched, undeniable, a relic of unity no claimant could grasp without shattering what remained.
With the empire gone, former provinces became rival realms. Great houses wielded history as weapon. Temples fractured into competing orthodoxies. Guilds stitched trade where politics cut roads. The Triad survived, but now as three forces in constant struggle. Beyond Anuire, other peoples charted their paths. Riuric guarded balance. Brecht wealth multiplied. Kinasi learning rivaled imperial zeniths. And the Voss deepened under winter's cruel gods. In the forgotten and the far, the Onsheglian tightened their grips. The Gorgon brooded in the crown. The spider, the chimera, and others carved nightmares into maps. Where they ruled, Mebihil warped and the land mirrored its master. This was not an age of conquest, but of decline. Ambition without unity, faith without purity, power without purpose. Yet the bloodlines persisted, volatile and potent. Even the least scion might tip a realm toward salvation or ruin. The Iron Throne waits still, cold, unclaimed, and eternal. Its shadow stretches across every court and battlefield, reminding rulers that the god's inheritance remains unfinished. The empire is gone, but its echo endures in every oath of honor, every clash of blooded heirs, and every dream of unity whispered across Cerilia. From that echo, new realms rise and fall. Temples preach rival truths, guilds weave power through gold, and nobles claim divinity through lineage. Yet beyond mortal ambition, the darkness stirs once more. In the east, the Gorgon endures, his stone heart beating with the will of Azrael. And in the unseen reflection of the world, shadows gather where faith has faded. In the next episode, The War of the Shadow World, we descend beyond the mortal plane, into the mirror realm of twilight and terror, where the boundaries between life and death blur. The Age of Kings has ended, but the war for souls has only begun.